We're live. We're live. We're live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Like. You know the drill. Share, like, love, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. And today we got a cool and interesting show.
Thanksgiving stories. Thanksgiving stories.
Is this a song you invented?
The Sugar Hill Gang. Thanksgiving stories. I'm doing Thanksgiving stories. Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Like. This morning is special. It's Thanksgiving Eve.
Thanksgiving stories.
It's Thanksgiving Eve. Please jump on, invite someone, start a watch party. Let's get it going because this is going to be very interactive. We have a couple of guests on today. You know, today is Black Business Wednesday, so we've got our special segment sponsored by Black Owned Charlotte, and we have a guest today. So this Thanksgiving Eve, we're going to be sharing Thanksgiving stories.
Thanksgiving stories.
Yours, mine, and
Thanksgiving stories.
Yours, mine, and ours. I have a special Thanksgiving story, but we've got some folk already on this morning.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Morning, Arthur Lynette. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Sabrina. Good morning, everyone. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving Eve. Melissa says she's going to spend most of the day in the kitchen cooking and jamming to some serious tunes. That's awesome.
That's what I'm talking about. The day before Thanksgiving activities. You cooking. You preparing.
Right. And while you're cooking, why don't you just hang out with the Empowerment Duo? Podcast us, stream it out. Listen to your favorite episodes while you are doing that.
Let's get our voice ready. Let's get it in. First. Let's give it a microphone burst so she can burst like a bubble. First thing first, at this table we sit, making it legit, because when Lynette hits the show, good morning, Lynette. And down. Melissa's on. And now it's time for us to sing our song. Good morning, Melissa. How you doing, girl? It's Sabrina Huff.
Marinate.
It's Sabrina Huff.
Marinate.
It's Sabrina Huff.
Marinate.
It's Sabrina Huff. Good morning, Sabrina. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well.
Absolutely. Now, y'all know I'm not cooking this year again.
It's Beverly. She's on our show.
Good morning,
Beverly. Good morning, Beverly. How you doing?
Good morning, Beverly. Some of you know that I'm not going to do any cooking, but you may have enjoyed some of the coquito para last night. Oh,
what
my
is
goodness.
Coquito?
It is a delicious holiday treat. That is a Puerto Rican holiday drink. It's akin to the American eggnog, but it has no egg in it. It's made with coconut milk, crema de coco, coco de leche de coco, and
rum.
And canela, which is cinnamon and nutmeg and ginger. And it is delicioso. And I made my first batch last night, tasted it, or rather sampled it.
The author Lynette says sing our song. We just sang everybody's song, and we started with your song.
That's right. We started with your song. So, good morning, Lenita. Thank you for joining this morning. Okay, go, Sabrina. I love it.
My stories about my mama always cooked and fed everyone that entered the house. I love cooking Thanksgiving dinner.
Awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you cooking, Sabrina? Because we got to have some Friday rounds to make.
Oh, that's my tradition now. Here's Brother Brian's tradition. I love turkey. I love Thanksgiving food. Okay, all of it. That's why I killed our first mission into the vegan world. But I love Thanksgiving, and then the day after Thanksgiving, I'm forewarning you, we get in the car and we hit them up. Okay,
he goes from house to house to house saying, "What you got?
I want to eat your Thanksgiving leftovers.
What you got?
That's from Friday for me.
What you got?
I'm not going out to shop. I'm trying to go eat your leftovers." Okay?
Yes, and actually, we're gonna start our Black Friday here on the show today on Wednesday. So stick around.
We did Melissa's song too, or right after yours, off of Lynette. Lynette, we did yours, then we did Melissa's, then we did Sabrina's. We did everybody's song. And we even did Beverly. Okay.
Yes.
So we did everybody's song, y'all. We're gonna get them today. We're gonna get them. We got our energy. We up. We ready. We rolling.
Oh, I left my headset upstairs and it's still connected. It's okay. I disconnected it. And I'll turn this down. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
So yes, we got Melissa situated. We got a jam-packed, chock full of energy show for you today. But we still want to hear your stories. Thank you for starting us off, Sabrina, about your story and all the Thanksgiving dinner. What's your favorite Thanksgiving not meal, but item to cook or eat? What's your favorite Thanksgiving item or item to cook or eat?
To me, the star of the show is always the turkey. That's
really?
The turkey's the star of the show.
The turkey's the star.
Turkey's the star of the show for me.
Maybe the wang.
Even and I am the uncle that carves. Okay, I carve the turkey. Now,
I don't know how you're the uncle that carves because you're not the oldest.
I just grab the knife and fork. That's it.
Lord,
I've been doing that since young, since my 20s. I just grab the knife and fork and carve. Even at office parties, you don't have to ask who's going to carve the turkey. It's going to be me. So I just grab the knife and fork and just start slicing off turkey breast.
Sabrina likes the cranberry sauce. Now, do you like the cranberry sauce in the can? Do you like the jelly, or do you like the berries, or do you like any a mix up of it? I like the cranberry sauce, and I'm like that little girl on the video or the GIF or whatever, and she's actually eating the cranberry sauce out the can by the hunk. Okay. I like that.
I don't like cranberry sauce at all.
I love
Listen,
cranberry
Bryce,
sauce.
we're behind the author of the net. Way to look out for me, sis. It's the holiday. Maybe we need double songs.
Double songs. Y'all just gonna work, people. You gonna work us. Good morning, Dee Dee.
We need a Dee Dee Hairston song. Dee Dee, help us. It should be easy to find a Dee Dee song.
Sabrina said, if your sides are jacked up, your turkey is not a hit.
Does anyone here ever had an Aunt Sydney make the dry ass turkey?
You gonna talk about my Aunt Sydney like that?
Did anyone ever have an Aunt Sydney make the dry ass turkey?
My Aunt Sydney is not on Facebook.
We choked
so
it
I
down.
know that she's not gonna see this video, and I also know that because my family is so loving that they would never tell her that her turkey was like the turkey from the Sugar Hill Gang.
Okay, now here's the secret to carving a turkey.
Tastes like wood.
Melissa Price says, Brian, you can come carve my turkey. I cook it, but I can't carve it. So show my thanks. I can pay you in leftovers.
To show you.
That's all you gotta do. That's how you get me to show up to your house. If you want me to come to your house, mention that you have leftovers that you're willing to bless me with. That's all you gotta say. I'm coming.
Oh my goodness. So I talked to my niece last night to ask her, because she cooks every year. She's like the one that has picked up the banner to actually cook the Thanksgiving dinner. And she's a wonderful cook, but she doesn't make a turkey. So she makes turkey wings. She makes a tray of turkey wings. She makes a pot roast. She makes a lasagna. She has a macaroni and cheese. And I think she does collard greens because she doesn't eat and other stuff. But yeah, so her spread is going to be yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy. Good morning,
here's the
Simona,
secret, Melissa. It really only looks most elegant carving a turkey on television and in the first part of the carving, okay? On TV, make it look elegant, and the first part of it does look smooth, okay? But then it gets to the part that's inelegant, like when you're taking off the drums, the wings, okay?
Yes.
Now, to be a success in carving your turkey, carve it up in the kitchen before you bring it out to the table. That way you can, get your fork in there the way you want.
And then reassemble it
and
have it at the table.
Carve it in the turkey, carve it up in the kitchen where they can't see you, where you have to wrestle to get your knife in between the breast and that bone right there so you can get as much of it together as you can. Do all that stuff in the kitchen and then bring it out. That way it's easier for everybody. Okay. Or if you want to be show-offy like me, sometimes I'll do the whole thing in front of everybody, even the inelegant part. So
Sabrina said, all of my sons are over 6 feet tall and there are never leftovers.
Never leftovers. I can imagine though. I've seen our brother Emmanuel and I can imagine he cleaned up some groceries. Good morning, Sister Truth. How you doing?
Good morning. Hey, how you doing?
Baby, what you getting into? I don't know what your name is or what your claim is, but I ain't leaving without you. That sounds terrible.
Abduct her?
Yeah,
she's gonna be abducted.
Thanksgiving stories, Thanksgiving traditions,
and your favorite foods on Thanksgiving.
Which one of your aunts can't stand each other?
What's that call? The phone call that you get from outside from
the
phone
cousin
call
that's outside. Get. Who in there? Who all up in there? You get a call or a text from a cousin outside in their car. They want to know who all up in there. Why they want to know that? Because if such and such is in there, they ain't going. Okay.
They ain't coming. They ain't coming.
Do y'all have the traditional cousins in your family who says, well, we're going to go take us a walk. And then they come back red-eyed. Lit. Exactly.
Lit. Or the uncle or aunt that has the red cup right next to the couch all day long.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's going to be happening tomorrow night. We're going to keep cups. But not nearly as many people as it used to be. My family's changing. We don't have a bunch of the old heads that drink all day anymore.
Mm-hmm. Melissa said, maybe I will carve the turkey and make a video so you can have some comedic entertainment. Y'all are going to feel bad for my turkey if I do it, though.
We understand. We're going to understand. Sabrina, hey, Demona, DeBrew, and Truth, how are my sisters?
Amen. Arthur Lynette said, maybe if he sings our songs, he can have all the leftovers again, sweeten the pot. Try it.
But baby, did I not sing every song?
Yeah, she wants you to do it again. Dee, she says that she makes a favorite dish for each daughter. What dish is it?
And she has 2 daughters. That means she's doing a lot of cooking.
Beverly, she says collard greens first, sweet potato pie, sweet potato cheesecake, pinto beans. I do lamb as well as turkey, and my macaroni and cheese is always a hit. Cornbread is off the chain, and I never have leftovers.
Bam. She done laid it out for you. She done laid out the menu.
Yes.
Here's the menu. So let's continue.
Absolutely.
Beverly, you doing all that?
Absolutely. Now, the turkey and the lamb, I haven't had lamb since I've been in Charlotte.
I love lamb.
Where do you buy it from?
I don't know. I haven't seen much lamb.
You haven't had lamb in Charlotte.
Right.
I haven't had lamb in Charlotte. I used to make lamb, rack of lamb and leg of lamb all the time in New York, but I haven't done it here.
Didi Harrison says red family reunion cups.
Yes. Word.
Didi said, Sabrina, no problem, sis. You know they'll eat it. That's right.
Didi said, it's different every year. I'm doing chicken parmigiana. Good. That's delicious. Sabrina said, I would love to have a community Thanksgiving meal with the Empowerment family. We have done that before. In 2017.
And we did a vegan one.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. Shouts out to Teresa Jones. And who else contributed to that?
I did.
You Teresa did, Jones. But Suzette.
Yep, Suzette made some vegan stuff as
well. It was
well.
Great.
But Shay is actually going to do community
at her office.
At her office, yeah, she's
Shay Morton.
She's doing a community Thanksgiving at her office. Beverly said, "No, that's not all I do. Salad, fruit, I lay it all out, and my family always comes to my house." Didi says, fried chicken, and macaroni and cheese for the oldest. Yes. Now I don't think I have ever fried chicken in my entire life.
I have fried chicken before. Yes.
Really? I don't think I've ever fried chicken. It's not pretty. It's too much cleanup. I don't like dealing with all of that grease. And
but the food is good.
I guess. But I love to eat fried chicken.
In New York, my sister Tracy was 13 and she fried chicken for the first time. and we all loved it and encouraged her so much. She was so happy that we loved her fried chicken the first time she fried it for the family.
Absolutely. And Thanksgiving, as well as all of these delicious meals and talk of family, makes you think of home.
Cousin Keisha, we're going to be in Hamlet tomorrow, girl. You coming?
And when you think of home, you think of where the heart is. You think about creating memories, and you think about just all of the activities that are associated with home. If your home is not the place that brings out the best thoughts in you, and you don't get the most wonderful memories, then maybe, just maybe,
it's time to
get another
home.
home. Whether it's your first home,
second, third, fifth, or 10th. Okay. If you want to buy your home or sell your home, we recommend Sister Brenda Bull.
Absolutely. Brenda Booker Bull is a real estate agent who is all heart and no bull. With Brenda's help, you can look for the home that's within your budget. You can identify all of the things that might be available to you. You'll be able to make sure that you're in the right school district, the churches are nearby, as well as be able to do it seamlessly with no snafus. Brenda Booker Bull, the real estate agent who is all heart
and no bull. Cousin Keisha's going to run through, but she's spending it with her father this year. Don't your dad live in that area too, cuz? In around Hamlet area? I think he does, from what I remember. But traditions. What is it, the traditions? I want to eat big, and then I want to sit on the couch and watch football.
And drink.
And talk with family. And then I want to eat again. Yeah, and then I want to eat again.
Oh, yeah, and eat again.
Yes.
And desserts.
Miserable.
You want to be miserable? Oh, her father's in Laurinburg.
Yeah, which is right there in
Hamlet. Oh, yeah. Laurinburg and Hamlet is right together, right?
Yeah, it's very close. Yep.
So that's cool. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. Sabrina says, "Who's having the fried turkey?" Did I see Precious get on?
I didn't see her.
Yep, there she is. Precious, are you still here? Good morning.
Good morning, Precious.
You see, I've waited all my life for Precious to arrive, and finally, I believe.
You see, I've waited all my life for Precious to arrive, and finally, I believe.
That I got me that time.
What's the price? When I was young, my granny threw down for Thanksgiving. There's only like 12 of us in the family, and she would cook for days like she was feeding 50. She even had an entire table just for desserts.
Appetizers strewn across all the counters and every possible side dish. I'm the only one with kids in the family, so I decided years ago to continue the tradition with all of Granny's recipes. Amen.
Sabrina Huff, Cat Ivy, are you doing another Cajun turkey?
Cat did an early Thanksgiving.
What? A Cajun turkey?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if Kat is doing Thanksgiving. On? I don't know. She might have just tagged her, but she did an early Thanksgiving last weekend. And maybe it's because she's going to Atlanta, because Kat will go to Atlanta in a minute. Precious said, Ron, go ahead. You want to read it?
Rondell started cooking and baking last night, and boy, does it smell good in here. I know it does. The smell woke me up in time to catch show. I had to be knocked out on the days the kids don't have school.
Because you don't have to get up and put nobody nowhere, put them out. Arthur Lynetta said, if you go to the smoke pit on Old Concord Road, there's lamb cut. Lamb cuts look amazing. If you go to the Bistro restaurant off Central, their lamb was amazing. If I was going to have lamb, I would prefer to cook it at home.
But she told us a place.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke pit on Old Concord Road.
Dee says, every year I say I'm scaling down and never do.
Dee, we got to come to your house too, girl.
All right, check.
So we got Melissa Price's house to go to. We got Sabrina never has any leftovers. Can't do her house. Who else? We're going to be crashing on Friday.
Oh, Lord. Precious says, LOL, my spirit is full now. I guess from you. We're
going to do everybody's songs again. Okay, it's 9:19.
Precious said, we're frying and smoking a turkey, Sabrina. Amen. Sabrina said the community meal has to be at a house for couch. Way back. Yes. Absolutely. That's Brian's issue.
Wait a minute. Did Precious say they are frying and smoking a turkey?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Brian is
Didi
about to
says,
change his plans.
I said I might have to.
He's about to change his plans.
Didi says, you're always welcome. That's 3. That's a score right there.
Corinda, congratulations. He says, I'm writing a book on live streaming. Wow, I know somebody that can help you publish it.
That's right. I know a really great publisher. William Brown is here. Good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning,
We're talking
Bill.
Thanksgiving traditions, Thanksgiving characters, and Thanksgiving stories. Now we only got we have a guest. We have 10 minutes, right?
And of course, whatever your favorite Thanksgiving is. Yes, absolutely.
And okay, we're gonna do Lynette, because you saying she acted like she didn't get her song today.
She did not. She said she got her song. She just wants to hear everything.
Lynette says, don't forget about that floor ministry. All I need is a pillow.
That's right.
The floor ministry. Okay, here we go. We're going to run down the line. Everybody's songs again. At this table I sit, making it legit. Because when Lynette hits the show, that's Lynette. And then we got down, 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 down. Melissa's on. Now it's time for us to sing our song. Melissa Price is on. And then who came next? It's Sabrina Huff. Marinate. It's Sabrina Huff.
Marinate.
It's Sabrina Huff.
Marinate.
It's Sabrina Huff.
And Beverly
is on the show.
That's right. Beverly came on. And then I think that was it. Then Bill.
And then Precious, then Bill.
But we just
did Precious and Bill's song. So the first few people, they didn't catch their songs. So hopefully everyone's caught up. Melissa says, this holiday will be quiet with just my immediate family. But over the past 5 years, I've done a Friendsgiving. All the neighbors and friends that had no family to visit or cooking to do would come pick up
to my house. I've hosted Thanksgiving and cooked for 20 to 30 people each year. Some of the best memories came from those. I'm just too tired to do it this year. LOL. Absolutely.
Now, let me say this about
that.
Well. And we mean this from the bottom of our hearts, Lisa and I. Don't say you are a friend and tell us you was lonely on Thanksgiving and you spent it alone or you ate beans out of a can. Okay, no. If you our friend, please raise your hand. Look, I have no family, I have no friends here. I'm by myself. You won't be by yourself no more. You'll jump in our car, okay, and come with us.
Bill said, I thought I came in on you making Thanksgiving dinner plans. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
I'm making Thanksgiving gangster plans for the day
after Thanksgiving, leftover plans. Precious said, I love it. All the songs sound amazing together. That's how well we go together. LOL. Absolutely. Melissa, of course, campaigning for Precious and Bills again. Oh, that's right. Calendar is not in the U.S. So Thanksgiving is a day that the United States has decided to set aside as the precursor for Christmas so that everybody can eat and get up in the morning and go shopping. However, that is not what the origination of Thanksgiving was. You want to talk about the origination of Thanksgiving?
Not really, without getting upset. Okay?
The American Thanksgiving.
Not really, without getting upset.
So we're going to cancel the American Thanksgiving. We're going to turn it into the Christian or the spiritual Thanksgiving.
Do Precious and Bill again. We're going to do that again.
Which is an opportunity to set aside a day to give thanks for the things that you have, to give thanks for the people that you have in your life, and to share it with your friends and family.
All right, we're going to do Precious and Bill again, but Didi's dancing, Arthur Lynette's dancing. Corinna says, what's Thanksgiving? Lisa explained it. And Didi says, if you need a place to go, my door is always open. We thank you, my sister, for opening your doors for folks. Sabrina, my 30 plus years classmates are gathering Friday for brunch to create a new after Thanksgiving tradition. There are 15 of us that gather. When everyone comes to town, children now don't know that kind of family friends. They don't know that kind of family friends. And it's very important. And my wife was talking this morning about how important it is, that she believes how important it is that my son gets a chance to know this side of my family, because he really doesn't.
Right. So he doesn't know his father's side of the family.
We're going to replay Precious song.
You see, I've waited all my life. You see, I've waited all my life. You see, I've waited all my life for Precious to arrive. And finally, I believe.
You see, I've waited all my life for precious to arrive. And finally, I believe. Got Precious son.
and then Bill.
Angela, la 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 means
we love you.
What's up, Angela?
Good
we miss you, sis.
Good morning. We miss you, beautiful.
And good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love you so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. All right.
That's right. Precious said, come on now, Queen. Yes.
Melissa Price is like best show ever with all the songs. Good morning to him. So, Angela Renee, we ain't seen you in a long time. Do you have any particular Thanksgiving stuff that you look forward to? Like in my family? Oh, man, when I was younger, after we eat, we go out to the yard and play touch football. Mm-hmm. Anybody that want to play? I don't even bring my sneakers anymore. I don't even wear sneakers to the family cookout. Thanksgiving anymore. I wear like hiking shoes or casual shoes, but nothing that I'm going to say I'm going to run around in the yard with y'all. Nah, man, I ain't even wear my shoes.
I cannot with you.
But I want football. I want food. Beverly. Okay. Angela's working and cooking for Thanksgiving. Okay. Beverly says, Brian, come in here. You were kind of low with Precious Pauling's song. That time. Low. That's all I got. That's 2 times in one day.
That's it. Working and cooking for Thanksgiving. Okay. Yes. Precious said, the things you can do when you have a voice, LOL.
Even if you don't. There's an expression, if you don't know how to sing loudly. Nah, saying I'm not putting on the sneakers.
Put the sneakers on, Brian.
Truth be told, I always have sneakers in the car, but I'm not going to tell them. Put on sneakers. Melissa Price is laughing about something. So Thanksgiving stories. We have 3 minutes to our guest, and she's already in the green room. I see her.
Absolutely. And we are excited to be bringing her on. We're going to take a little bit of a transition into some of the things that Thanksgiving brings about, which is one of the reasons why we made sure that we want you guys to know no one has to do Thanksgiving alone.
Not Thanksgiving, not Christmas, not New Year's, not Valentine's Day, none of that. If you count yourself amongst our friends, please, 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 and we mean this.
Wait a minute. Bill said, I believe Friendsgiving is a way many people can reclaim Thanksgiving. Amen.
I'm with you on that, Bill.
And Kat said, Sabrina Huff, I froze some just for you. Hold up.
Hold some turkey for her?
Hold up. How you going to freeze some turkey for Sabrina? You ain't freeze no turkey for me.
You ain't freeze no turkey?
You ain't freeze no turkey for Brian. Like, I thought it was better than that. Like, I was ready to get your coquito ready and everything.
Coquito?
I don't even know.
Sabrina says, if you don't know how to sing, hum. Author Net, my Thanksgiving memory was always watching my grandmother cook. I live with my grandmother, so I have special privileges, a sampling of all her food and eating the cake batter. But now my grandmother...
spirit has transferred over to my mom and my aunt. So I know they are throwing down back in Maryland. My Thanksgiving menu is turkey breast, Cornish hen, macaroni and cheese, mixed greens, mashed potatoes and gravy, yams, and for dessert, yellow pound cake and my dirt pie. First time I'm cooking.
For Pierre was my macaroni and cheese. I put my foot in it. He haven't left since then. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Who said that?
Is an expression that is true. However, there is a shortcut. It's below the stomach. Boom, baby.
Look at you. Look at you. My goodness.
The way to his heart is through his stomach.
The way his heart is through his stomach. Love, love, love. Absolutely. Well, our special guest is in the green room, and
It's about that time.
is a prolific author. She has 2 books. We're going to discuss a little. We're going to touch a little bit on both of them, because I think mental health and physical health are both tied to this Thanksgiving holiday so tightly that oftentimes they become the glare, if you will, or the overshadowing of what can be a really positive event for most people.
So she's going to talk about mental health. She's going to talk about
physical health.
And her name is Munyua.
Alice Munyua.
Alice before a couple of years ago when we did an author showcase in Raleigh, and she was one of our authors at the time, and she did great. So,
and we've had her in a studio before.
And we've had her in our studio before. So welcome to Let's Talk About It, Alice Munyua. I'm gonna get it right. Munyua. Help me.
Munyua. Yeah.
Good morning, Alice. How you doing? Welcome her.
Please take a moment to introduce yourself, however you would like.
Okay, so my name is Alice Munyua, and I am a nurse practitioner. I work in state mental health, but I am a medical nurse practitioner. But I have a lot of experience in mental health.
Absolutely. Now, you heard a little bit of this show this morning as we were talking about Thanksgiving and all of the fun and everything that goes along with bringing the families together and all of that. But we all know that there's another side to that. There are people that are challenged because they're left alone on the holidays, and they almost feel
lost a mom or dad.
Yeah.
This is the first time without mom or dad or husband or loved one.
Yeah.
Your suggestion in those circumstances?
Wow, I would say don't be alone. But if you want to make friends, you have to be afraid first.
That's what the Bible says.
Yeah, go over yourself. Even if you don't have anybody inviting you, you invite someone. Don't be alone. Yeah.
Wow, I hadn't even thought about that, because we always think to say, don't be alone, make sure you let us know, we'll connect you in whatever it is we're doing. But I think that that's equally as idyllic. Speaking of participating in your own rescue, we talked about that a couple of days ago, and maybe you go buy a chicken, make some macaroni and cheese, and invite someone over.
Yeah, and next time they'll invite you.
Right, instead of waiting for them to invite you.
Just in case there's 1 or 2 people who don't know who you are, tell us about your books, please.
Okay, I actually have 4 books.
Wow.
So I'm going to need your help to market my books.
Okay.
So, yeah.
She's great at it.
Yeah, the first book I have, it's called Do Like Grandma Did. And I don't know if you can see it. I'll send you a link to it, Lisa.
Yes.
Do like your grandma did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I grew up in Africa. Let me see.
Right there. That's perfect. Hold it right there.
Yeah. I grew up in Africa. So my grandma was not even educated, but we grew up on a farm, and we ate healthy. When I came to this country and I gained so much weight, when I realized what I was doing wrong, I had to go back and do what my grandma did. And I lost 50 pounds 6 years ago and kept it off to date. Yeah.
And part of that, we talked about that before when you were on the show. I thought that was great. Going back to the land and going back to the natural, getting away from the processed was really what moved the needle on the scale, if you will, to going back to what grandma did.
That's the first book.
That was my first book. But then I noticed as I was going around telling people how easy it was to lose weight, I noticed they were struggling. So this is my second book, Think and Grow Healthier, A Balance Between Spirit, Mind, and Body.
Now, I believe that's the book you featured at our showcase.
Yes. So, and that's where the problem is. The problem is actually in the mind. But it's a little bit more complicated, but it's also easy to fix, because you can always change your mind. And once you realize what's causing you either to not take good care of yourself, not to exercise, not to eat healthy, you'll be able to fix it. But something is causing it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Hold on a second. Before you go to the third book,
we've got some comments.
Because when I was younger, I would enjoy a certain football team lose on Thanksgiving. I don't want to start anything, but here I go. Actually, that certain football team has a good chance of losing tomorrow, because they play in Buffalo. Melissa Price says,
you got to talk over this way because the mic is off.
Melissa, okay.
So
Melissa Price says, I just want to catch up the comments before we get back to you, Alice.
Okay.
My best Thanksgiving memory is my granny back home. Now I'm all emotional missing her. She's too old to cook anymore. Sabrina says, wow, great meeting you. And Precious Paula says, come on now. You can only give what you have inside. Be a friend to you first. I choose me. Hashtag no more excuses.
And Sabrina wants your book. She wants the grandma book. How do we do you have a website independently, or how do people connect to get your book?
I don't have a website yet, but it's on Amazon.
Okay.
But they can also get in touch with me and I'll mail them a copy.
How do you want them to get in touch with you?
I have an email. I have two. You can Alice Munyua, which is my full name, at hotmail.com. That's the easy one.
Spell it out, please. Spell it out, please.
Alice Munyua at hotmail.com. ALICEMUNYUA at hotmail.com. Yeah.
This is the second Hotmail email we've had in a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, absolutely. But we can also connect you to Alice's information. If you reach out to me, I will get it. And once I have the opportunity to talk to you offline, we can see about getting your books on my website as well, because I found that it's quite easier. It's a lot easier when our viewers have the opportunity to just go one place for the types of books that most of our viewers like. So we have a bookstore now.
Yes.
William Brown says holidays can be so stressful for our family label, especially if the family label has some unresolved issues,
which most of us do.
Yes,
absolutely. All of us, right? Sabrina said, I prefer to purchase direct. Amazon is rich enough. Thank you very much. Didi put it up there as well. Alice Munyua at hotmail.com. Melissa says, true story. Absolutely.
So please, Alice, what you got next?
Okay, so then I have the mental health, and this is actually has my testimony in it, because I was diagnosed with bipolar, and then they changed it to PTSD, and then they changed it to a stress reactive disorder something. But because I work in mental health, I was able to understand what people really are going through. When I went through that experience, everything opened up, and I was able to connect the dots. So now, when somebody is having depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, I understand it all through my experience, and I'm able to help people, because there's two types of mental illness, and people don't realize this. There's the mental part, and there's also the spiritual part. And the spiritual part is the most misunderstood, because people already, they have barriers to understanding spiritual component of mental health, because they feel like they did something wrong. And actually, that's not the case. They haven't done something wrong, but they've been a victim of something. So that's yeah. And once they understand that, all the chains will break off.
Amen.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Your book already. I would love the bipolar book.
Yes, Donna Didi Hairston is the diva with depression. She's actually working with others to help them to sort of cope with some of those associated symptoms. And she says, I would love the bipolar book. And she says it's also so true, Miss Alice.
Miss Alice, I need you to pick up on that, because you just said something that kind of struck me. You said people think about the mental and the physical, but the spiritual side.
Yeah, all those things. Yeah, all the diseases that affect us, they all start in the mind, but they have a spiritual component. Even diabetes, even high blood pressure.
Wow.
All of them. Yeah.
Diabetes and high blood pressure have a spiritual component. I never thought about it.
They really did. Because I know people speak openly about physical illness, like when they have diabetes, they are able to discuss that, but when they have depression, they kind of hide it. And they all come from the same place.
And so often
that
we don't even
profound.
It is, because we want to say what is generational. It runs in families, and people don't realize that spirits also run in families.
Yes, there's
curses run in families.
Yeah.
And so oftentimes we overlook that part. That's right. Donna says, Didi says the spirit rules.
Hey, you can't play what my pre is on. Very good, sister.
That's where all the power is.
That's right. It's in the spiritual.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's pretty good there. So that's 3.
Yeah.
And
And
then what's
actually,
next?
once you understand that, then because our spirits are very strong, there's nothing more powerful than the human spirit. You'll be able to overcome it. But there's a trick to it, but it's very simple. It's just that it's not easy to do, but it's simple. So my
Right.
fourth book,
Simple but not easy. Go ahead.
simple but not easy.
Mhm.
My fourth book is racism. I
Wow.
know most people want to know what's in this book because I actually didn't know why Black people are discriminated all over the world, because it happens all over the world. In
It's not
Africa,
just here.
in Europe, I came to realize that there's something that Black people have. There's a power within the Black people, and they don't know this. And that's why they get attacked. And they think that it's all, things are just happening. Or people just don't like you, or people call you names, or people think you're not smart. But that's truly not the case. What they want is for you to be distracted, to be angry, so you don't focus on your power. But once you realize that, all chains are broken.
I believe that, and I think that that's actually something Brian and I were talking about. And that's also why I take a lot of effort to guard my input, my intake. I don't watch a lot of negative things. I don't watch news. I
I'm
don't.
not going to watch the slave movie.
I'm not going to watch that because I don't want to be drawn in. And anger does detract me from me. My own focus. So I just don't. We got a couple of questions here. Brianna agrees, mental, spiritual, physical. Sabrina says, Alice, when and where do you give talks? And Bill says, I'm seeing a speaker author showcase. We have at least 5 people in this community that will free some people. Absolutely. We have some showcases planned for 2020. So we're definitely going to be reaching out to all of you guys to be a part of it.
You've been a part of one before that we do.
Absolutely.
Remember that experience for you?
I'm so excited because I've been looking for talks. I want to talk to people and tell them about this. Because once they realize what's going on, then they'll be able to overcome. But if you're angry, anger kind of distracts you from your focus, but it also is detrimental to your health. Yeah. Anger will
talk about that. Talk about that too, because Lisa just mentioned it, and you kind of highlighting what Lisa just said about guarding our inputs. It has become very easy for me to become incredulous and angry on a daily basis when I think about what's going on with the current administration and the impeachment hearings.
And the energy
I actually talk about that in this book. The best thing is, just like Lisa said, don't watch TV because there's a game that's going on. And once you realize what the game is, everything will clear up.
Absolutely. That's exactly the way I believe. I believe that those things are come to distract us. When I think of steal, kill, and destroy, I mean, I feel that it means the mind, and that's exactly what it's focused on.
It is. Yeah. Because they know that if they can get your mind, that you will ruin everything else.
Okay, so we got 2 minutes with you left. You've been amazing so far. We got 2 minutes with you, but I want to give you these 2 minutes because we still have to move on to offer. What is it that you want to leave?
So what we want to.
Okay, what you want to leave our audience with when it comes to touching you, or what words you want to share?
Okay, I want to share that all diseases start in the mind, but you can change your mind. Your mind is changeable. And if you change your mind, your DNA expression will also be different.
Ooh, yes.
That is amazing. One more time, how can people get in touch with you? There may be someone that heard you today that want to connect with you in some kind of a way. How do you prefer they do that?
Did we freeze? It looks like Alice may have frozen. So we're going to remind you that you can connect with her by connecting to Alice Munyua at hotmail.com. Alice Munyua at hotmail.com is the best way to reach her. We're definitely going to be reaching out to her, along with many of you empowerment and powerful authors, to be able to have have the energy that we are able to collaborate with to be manifested in every one of you. And I actually want to highlight the fact that we're having technical difficulties because the enemy operates in the technical. He often steps in and tries to do that. But right on time is time for our Black Woman on the Street, and we are going to continue celebrating Black Business Wednesday with the Black Owned Charlotte segment. But let me catch up these comments. Sabrina says, we give way too much energy to the foolishness. Melissa says, yes, sis, I'm ready to move in the next year in some big ways. Amen. Beverly says, my Navy SEAL father always said, kill the brain, the body will die. Absolutely.
Sabrina says, so 2020 is going to be powerful.
Yes.
Melissa Price, I don't watch the news either, Lisa. It devastates me. And Dee Dee says, Miss Alice, you're amazing.
Yes.
Didi says, amen. I totally agree, William Brown. And it is funny to me how some politicians look to us to keep their craziness going.
Absolutely. Wow. Absolutely.
Okay, so now,
without further ado,
the table is set.
Yes. And we are bringing forth our own woman on the street so that we can talk about Operation Education. It's time for the truth segment.
What's up, girl?
Hey, y'all. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Real good. Real good. Thank y'all for having me. I am very glad to be here.
Introduce yourself, please.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was making sure you could hear me. So my name is Myra to some and Truth to most. And I am here today on two fronts. So I'm here today on behalf of Black Owned CLT because today is Black Business Wednesday, and we do have the piece with Let's Talk About It. However, today they were so good to give me the platform to promote my books that I have, which are two. One is The Prince Who Made Me Queen, and the second is Prince 8 and the Three Banks. And these two books are the two books that are in the Prince 8 series. Now, behind my back, you see the banner that says Operation Education. Operation Education is my 501c3 organization. And what that is, it's a cultural and character development program for youth. We cater to children in grades pre-K through 5th, and we show them different things. We show them different ways, that they can learn about their culture, and we teach them about their character. And these two books that I wrote help to reinforce that.
That's what I want to hear you talk some more.
Hold up the books again.
And tell us about, like, when the parents share these books with their children, what are they going to gain out of that? The both of them together.
Okay. So both books have a high concentration on community values.
Okay.
Respecting our elders.
Mm-hmm.
Family values.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing with our ancestors.
Okay.
So both books do that. And then the second book, Prince 8 and the Three Banks, also just kind of touches on financial literacy and the importance of being financially stable for both self and community.
I love it. Especially kids can get it too.
Exactly.
I love it. Bill reminded me of a song we could do for you because, we have songs for a lot of our guests. He says, the truth is here. There's a song like Muhammad Ali from the movie When We Were Kings called The Champ Is Here. He goes, the champ is here, but the champ is here. So what we're going to do now is the truth is here, but the truth is here.
I know, that's right.
We like it.
Absolutely.
I do want to give a special shout out, and I'm probably going to do this for the rest of my life. I want to give a shout out to you, Miss Lisa Santiago McNeill, and to you too, Brian, for letting me bogart.
You too, Brian. I'm you too, Alona. You too, Brian. But go ahead.
But both of these books that you guys see here were illustrated by Lisa. And Lisa, I appreciate that because you were able to bring this project to life for me. And I just so greatly appreciate that. And I'm going to always think about that because the exact images that I had in my mind is what you brought to life. So I greatly appreciate that. These are my babies, and you helped to form my babies. So thank you.
Great babies. We want to make sure we give you time, but I'm going to interject this thing just real quick. The story behind Lisa, Myra explained to Lisa what she wanted, and Lisa had to make some prototypes so she could tell the illustrators. We had a couple of illustrators, and so that we were considering using for this book. So, but Lisa had to give them something to start with. So she kind of piddled around and made those things to start with, and then when she showed the illustrators made what they thought it meant. But Truth liked Lisa's versions better than the illustrators' versions, so we didn't need the illustrators no more.
And Truth, she was the first book that I actually illustrated that was not for myself. It was a scary venture for me, but I'm grateful that our spirits were aligned. I do want to say,
see my shirt.
Oh yeah, there we go. We can see it. Yes. Love it. Hold on.
All right, Royalty Behavior T-shirts. Thank you. Thank you, Royalty Behavior Tees in Charlotte.
There you go.
Who is it? Royalty Behavior Tees?
Royalty Behavior Tees.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now I want to add a couple of things here. With this segment, because I did illustrate Truth's book, you can actually connect with her and all of her books directly through my website. If you go to IamLisaSantiago.com and then go to the authors page, you will be able to click over to Black Owned CLT and Myra's page and her information and everything that she's doing in the community, because I wanted to make it easy for people to be able to find all of our people. I really think that this whole Black Friday thing can either be a distraction or it can catch your attention. And it's my intention for it to catch our attention, to have more people moving to buying Black on Black Friday or buying entrepreneurial on Black Friday, because that's keeping the money in our own communities. Is there any specials or any holiday specials for the Prince 8 series?
So the holiday special is that it's going to warm your heart when you get it. But the holiday special that we're doing at 7th Phase is we are opening up the doors on Black Friday and the very next day as well, Small Business Saturday, to authors of children's books and inspirational books in honor of Empowerment Publishing and Multimedia.
Oh, wow.
For those, what does that mean? You're going to open the doors to authors of children's books?
Okay, so for authors of children's books and inspirational books, and that's because those are the types of books that you guys publish.
Yep.
And the types of books that I want to hold into the store, in addition to the financial books that you do. But we're talking about those two right now. Mm-hmm. For Friday and Saturday, if you are an author of those types of books, then I'm inviting you to come out to 7th Phase here in Charlotte, and we can put all the information in the comments or whatever we need to do. If you have one of those types of books, I'm inviting you to come out, because what we're doing is, for the first 10 people that come out, we're holding a book release at the store.
Oh.
And then we also want to put the books on the shelves, because we're opening up a book department, so to speak, store. So that's what we're doing for Black Friday. So we don't necessarily have sales or anything like that, but what we do have is something to help people to actually
build awareness.
Letting them put it on the shelf in your store. Letting them put it on the shelf in your store and take a picture of it on the shelf in your store is worth money.
That's phenomenal. Now, 7th Phase is located where? Give me the physical address.
So we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina, because I'm sure there's people tuning in from everywhere. But we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the physical address is 2424 North Davidson Street, Suite 110.
We got about a minute more with you. So what do you want to leave our audience with?
I just want to leave everybody with, be excited around this time. Don't let propaganda or anything else, get you into a situation where you feel like you have to be oppressed or anything like that. It just the holiday season, people can feel like if they don't have enough money or they don't have anywhere to go, just don't feel like that. Go to IamLisaSantiago.com, click on the link to find out about me and buy my books and feel better.
Amen. Right. Thank you very much. You've had two amazing guests today. I appreciate you so much.
We love you, baby.
Let me catch up some of these comments here. We've had a bunch. Where we go? Okay.
So,
Wait a minute. Okay, craziness. Look at God. Sabrina Hubb, look at God. He allowed her to leave a huge print on that short time. William Brown, the truth is here. Oh, shucks, from Sabrina Hubb. Dee Dee Harrison says, hey, Truth. Sabrina, this here finna blow up. Two powerful queens rocking the mic today. Melissa Price, what age range would you recommend these books for? We should have read it while she was on.
right.
Pull her back up.
So,
is she still there?
Yeah.
One more question, Truth. Melissa Price, one more. She wants to know what age would you recommend for your books?
So it's great for all ages just to enjoy, but if you really want to have it in your home and things like that, I would recommend pre-K, birth, to about 5th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, after about, they kind of get bored, you know what I mean? It's like kind of babyish to them because it's written in a very, very youth, what's the right word I'm looking for to cater to that young audience?
Yeah, youth-centric. It's youth-centric, but it really does resonate on many levels. So many of the I'm sorry. So many of the comics and animated shows, they have to be written on multiple levels because kids don't read to themselves. They don't go to the movies by themselves. So it has a message for everyone in there.
All right. Dee Dee Harrison says, I get so touched seeing my class family doing their thing.
Yeah.
Brianna Hutchinson, it's so important that children learn financial literacy. Yes. Awesome. William Brown, and you too, Brian. Dee Dee Harrison, the McNeill Lovebirds are da bomb. Brother Marcus is here. What's up?
Hey.
William Brown, what Truth said. Lisa did an amazing job bringing Will the Turtle to life. Lisa also illustrated William Brown's book.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thanks, Truth.
Precious Pauling and William Brown and Brian Keith McNeill and Lisa Santiago McNeill, y'all got to get on that. 2024 North Davidson Street. Thank you very much, Melissa. Angela Renee Simpson, my favorite part of Thanksgiving when I was a kid was when we always had Thanksgiving with my mother's side of the family. She had 3 sisters and 2 brothers. Every one of the sisters had their own part of the meal to fix. I would love to listen to the grown folks talk. I knew better than to intersect myself in that convo.
That's right.
But you learned a lot about life just from listening. But sadly, they have all gone to glory, every single one of them. But Jesus, that meal they are cooking up there.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen. And Angela Renee Simpson, yes, they've gone to glory, but they left the memory with you in the spirit and essentially passed the baton to you. Dee Dee says, I love you, Truth. Melissa says, perfect. We need the link posted. I love buying the empowerment author books for my girls. It's easier to buy the empowerment publishing and multimedia books now because if you go to IamLisaSantiago.com and click on the bookstore, you can actually access every book that has decided to become a part of the empowerment family for your own personal consumption.
Sabrina, I hate to leave, but love y'all family.
We love you
gotta
too.
Go. The show's for 3 minutes left. We all got to go.
We all got to go. Melissa says, are you guys doing this show tomorrow, even though it's a holiday? Yes.
I think we will. Melissa.
Yes, we will.
Maybe, I don't know how long, but we'll come on.
We are doing the show tomorrow. We're not leaving out at 9 o'clock. We'll probably do it in our pajamas.
No, we're not doing the pajamas. I don't even own a pair of pajamas, and neither do you. So. Rex, good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning, Brother Rex. So thank you guys so much. We love spending time with our empowerment family. It is actually Thanksgiving for us every day. We give thanks for you. We practice gratitude for you guys. We know that without you, these shows would not be as fun. Our mornings would not be as happy and full. And so we love coming to hang out with you guys as much as we hope you love hanging out with us.
Melissa's going to be doing Christmas shopping this weekend on IamLisaSantiago.com page.
Yeah, baby.
Dee Dee's blowing kisses to Sabrina. Don't be surprised if we give y'all a call on the day after Thanksgiving.
Coming by to pick up them plates, you know. We like picking up them plates, you know.
Well, I'd say I'm coming to visit.
Is that it?
I'm going to say hi, that's all.
Good morning, Brother Rex. I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And I'm still Brian Keith McNeill.
And this has been Let's Talk About It on ESPTV7 on the SIBN Network, iHeart, iTunes, and right here on Facebook Live.
And remember that your life is not a scrimmage or a practice game. There is no Martyrs Hall of Fame. Time, the speedster, takes its toll. And for all of us, every day really is the Super Bowl. So God bless you and go forward and live your Super Bowl life today.
And remember that you have been blessed by the blessor to be a blessing. Permission to be amazing is granted. And today is as good a day as any, so you might as well have sex. That's right. It's the best time. Thanksgiving time, Thanksgiving Eve. Go have sex.
Peace. We love you guys. Bye-bye.